guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Saturday morning, June 14th, I think. I'll put the correct date on the screen. I just finished my first week of work. I am utterly exhausted, but I got a lot of Bookish mail, so I'm really excited. And I also kind of want to go to Half Price Books today to start building my bookshelf again, because all the books on my bookshelf are basically from when I was in high school, because I stopped buying books then because I couldn't keep affording it. So I'm gonna do some bookish stuff today and just take you guys along with me. I might go to the store, might stop at HTO to get myself a drink or Sonic. We're gonna see. We're gonna have to see. I have been just rereading books, and only rereading Mariana Zapata books because they are like my cozy comfort reads at this point, because I did not have the mental capacity to be finishing the book that I was starting when I was on vacation last week. But I think I might start it again. No, I'm not. I want to finish it. It was a really good book. I was really engaged, but I didn't have the mental capacity to keep going. So I might force myself to finish it. Not force, but like get myself to finish it this weekend and then start on my next one during the week. And I think I want to read another Mariana Zapata book. Some of them I'm like, I don't know. They're like further back in her discography and I wasn't sure if I'd like it or not. But after reading Things We Water, which was like, had like a crazy premise, and I was like, I don't see where this is going, but I'll try it. I actually really ended up loving that book. And so I was like, no, I think I'll read this one that I was like more hesitant to before, which was the Gracie Meets the Grump book. And so I think I'm going to start that next week too. I think if I check my Fable, I'm at like 75 books for the year. So if I get into a little bit of a slump, I think I'll be fine, but I would prefer not to. So yeah, just come along my day with me. I just made my bed. I'm watching some YouTube on my TV and watching my dog because my mom went out. So take you along with the day. Hey guys, I am dressed for the day. I think I'm gonna get some lunch first and then head over to Half Price Books and probably get Sonic after, if we're gonna be honest. Hi, I'm about to head to Half Price Books to check out some ones that I've read in the past year, see if I can pick some up for my bookshelf. I didn't end up getting Sonic, but my sister got me some HTO, my crazy full of sugar and caffeine concoction, and I'm gonna eat when I get back now. But yeah, come along with me. I just ended up getting the Discovery of Witches, the first one. I got the second one in the package that I just got yesterday, and so I'm slowly starting to collect all of them. I think I'll try to find the other one either on Book Outlet or on Amazon. But my Half Price Books is just like so picked over. I've been having that issue with it for like a while. Like every single time I go in it, every single book, even if it's been out for like 6 years, is $15 because they have such little stock. And I'm like, no. I could be paying $8 on Amazon, and I hate that because I want to support small businesses, but what is happening? I used to go to Half Price Books and get like books for $5. I am having to pay $15. At that point, I'm going to Barnes & Noble. That is my biggest pet peeve. So I got that one. I might try to go up to the one in Dallas. That's the biggest one we have here, and that one is like, they have some top tier stuff, and hopefully that means like less expensive. But I don't know when I'm gonna get to do that because it's a trek, even though I work up there. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go eat lunch and then do some more surfing for some more books because I'm on a mission to redo my bookshelf and add all the books that I've read in the past 4 years. So, slowly but surely. So, I did a little bit of shopping, as you could see, and I mentioned before. Book Outlet was having a sale for fiction books for $5.99 each, and I was like, bet I can't pass it up. And then also book of the month. I didn't get a book a month before, and so I had an extra credit, and so I got an extra one to go with it, and then I went to Half Price Books today, as you saw. So I went a little crazy, but this is what it takes to rebuild a bookshelf from scratch. Well, not really from scratch, because I've got a lot of books on there. I'm really making this way more dramatic than it needs to be. I've got a lot of books, but not the ones that I want on the shelf. You know what I mean? Like I have some more like tweeny ones. Like these are definitely ones like I read in middle school and high school, and I'm like, those ones, I love those books. But I also have some that have like touched my heart like a lot more since. So I was like, let's start adding them. Okay. Let me go through these books. Okay, first we have All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. I read this book a month or two ago. Literally reread it this week. Her books are just like the cozy, sweet reads that you just need when you're tired. You're just like transported into a role. It's not even like, it's not high impact. It's not, oh, there's drama, action everywhere. It's just like slow progression of relationships that you kind of just need. It's like, if you've ever seen Virgin River, although Virgin River is kind of like a bad example because they do get pretty dramatic, but most of the episodes aren't as like intense, you know what I mean? It's kind of like that, like Virgin River on Netflix. That's what her books are like. But I really liked this one, and so I'm like, I need this for my shelf. Also, one thing, when you read books on Kindle, you forget how long they are because I'm like, this is kind of thick. So I read that one. And then for my book of the month, I used a credit from the previous month, and so I got Love Haters by Catherine Center. I'm so excited to read this. I've been a Catherine Center fan ever since I read, what was it, The Bodyguard? Years ago. That was like one of my first digital reads ever, and I downloaded it on Apple and read it on my phone. That's how long ago this was, before Kindle times for me. I'm really excited to read it. I truly forget the premise every single time that I actually like pick it up, but I have no doubt it's probably going to be a good book. And it gives summer vibes, like they're on the beach. That'll be fun. Okay, and then the summer we ran, I saw this one on one of Sarah Crowley's videos, and she was talking about it. No, it was on Bookmarked, actually, by Bookmark. That's so sad. I loved that podcast. Watch it every single week. I'm gonna miss it so much. But I saw this on there, and they were talking about summer reads, and I thought, this is a good one to like deep dive into. And you never know, like sometimes I'm trying to get into more like women's fiction or just straight up fiction books instead of just always going for my like first love, as I like to say, of romance. And so getting something that's got a little bit more of a character study, I'm starting to enjoy those a little bit more. And so I think this book kind of falls within that. I'm probably going to have to read this on like a long weekend or a vacation though. Like these types of books, I feel like I can't just read during the week. Like, you get what I mean? But on to the next one. Obvi. Book lovers. Can you imagine me not buying this book and me not having it on my bookshelf till now? I have two Emily Henry's books on my bookshelf. People We Meet on Vacation and Beach Read. And I truly could not tell you which one of them I have read. I think it was People We Meet on Vacation, but it was like it was pre-COVID, like 2019, 2018, when I read that book. I could not tell you which one it was. I'm going to have to reread it. And I've had it on my bookshelf this entire time, and I just haven't read it. But I did read this one. I did give it 5 stars. Obviously, book lovers, as someone who is a book lover, you really get that deep to your core. This book was really good, and this is from the Book Outlet. These are some of the rest of these books are from the book outlet. And I was like, I really wanted to get like 5-star books that I had like read in the past few years, and this is definitely one of my 5 stars. Okay, now This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan. I loved this book. I read this this year. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize it had Emily Henry endorsement on it. Sign. But it was such a good book. Again, more of the character study that I'm trying to get into, more than just romance. But the romance was there and it was really sweet. And I really loved this book. And so I was like, I don't think I gave it a 5 star. I think I gave it like a 4.5. Don't quote me on that because I cannot remember what I rate any book really. But I really liked it, and I thought it really would be like a nice addition because I love Kennedy Ryan as an author, and I need to pick up the most recent one because that came out recently too. And then I got The Discovery of Witches, the first 2 books. If you know me, Discovery of Witches is my once-a-year reread. I reread it every September, like September 1st. I am sat, and I don't just read it, I tandem read it. I tandem read each book with each season from the AMC TV show. It is honestly one of my most cozy reads I've ever read. It just transports you to an entirely different world, and you're just like, apple cider, pumpkin pie, all the fall things. And so I was like, I really need to get these on my bookshelf. I got the first one from Half Price Books, and the second, opposite. I got the first one from Half Price Books and the second one from Book Outlet. And I'm gonna wait until I can get a sale on the third one. But that should probably come up soon. But it was fate, honestly, when I saw this. I love these books so much, and they're so pretty. Honestly, it just looking at them, it looks like you're about to dive into a really cool fantasy novel. And it's a fantasy. I usually don't find fantasy books relaxing, as you would expect, because fantasy can be kind of stressful sometimes, because they're fighting and trying to win. And they're doing that in this book, but in a way that I'm not like on the edge of my seat every 5 minutes. It's like slow progression. Okay, this is happening. Okay, this is happening. I can read this and not feel like I'm about to like be stressed. You know what I mean? Love this series. Apparently there was a prequel and I still haven't read it, but I have to read that. As you can see, this side is getting really high. And then lastly, I got The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Growing up, watched every single season of Criminal Minds. Every single season. Probably shouldn't have. Those things are dark. But I wanted to get into kind of thrillers when I was younger. And in the past year, not even past year, 2 years ago. Dang, I read this 2 years ago. I read the Natural series back to back. It was so good. I was binge reading these books, and I usually like binge read it sometimes once a year. And it's such an interesting one to read too, because it feels like you're sitting in a Criminal Minds season, but dark, but not dark. You know what I mean? Like it needs to have like a little bit of like, oh, they're teenagers, like that type of vibe. You know what I mean? And not like, this is dark, someone's about to die, blah blah blah. It does have that in this book, but not. Who am I lying? This book was also really deep. Who am I lying? It's still better. It's still like not as scary as Criminal Minds, but it definitely is up there, I shall say. But yeah, I got the first one. I really don't like, I'm really particular when I'm buying books. Sometimes I used to not be, and it's bugged me in the past now looking at my bookshelf, because I'll just buy whatever. I won't be consistent with like like all of them are paperback or all of them are the same edition. And now I'm really sticking to that because I cannot. My biggest pet peeve when I'm putting stuff on my bookshelf is when one of them is a paperback and the other one is a hardcover, and then the other hardcover is a different edition of the hardcover. And I'm like, it doesn't look cohesive. It doesn't look cohesive. I have read every single book in the Mortal Instrument series. Not a single one of them are consistent with each other. And I have signed copies, and even those aren't consistent with each other. It drives me nuts. And so I have to keep them in a separate place now because like it doesn't look nice. But yeah, these are the books. And then I got this past week, it was a nice treat coming home to this on Friday, because like after a long week of work, I really wanted to start doing some more book stuff because I couldn't really read too much during the week this week. But I still like reread probably like 2 books, and I think I'm gonna finish Our Infinite Fates tonight. It was a really good book when I was reading it on vacation. I was really like deep dived into it. But you're also like on vacation, and it wasn't like a beach vacation where we were sitting and reading and doing stuff like that. It was like we were doing things every 5 minutes. So I didn't have that much time. But you make time for things you love. But yeah, that is what I got. And I was looking at Book Outlet again, and they have some that I like, but not enough, I think, to make another purchase right now. I'll keep looking out for more things on that website because this was it did take 2 weeks to get here, which I thought was really annoying because it was somehow held up in New York. I don't know what happened, but I did really like this, and they're in very good condition. Like, you wouldn't really know that someone else had owned them before. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do any more bookish things for the rest of the day. It's full relaxation time now. I have some editing. You're gonna see a travel vlog maybe next week. We shall see, because I have a job now. I cannot be just sitting around and doing video editing for 2 hours at a time after work. So we'll see if you see that next week. But I'm going to try very hard. But yeah, a travel vlog from Napa is probably going to go up. So I'm probably going to do that this afternoon. And then we're getting my favorite Chinese food to celebrate me finishing my first week of work. Yay! And it's Uncle Zhao's. It's in Frisco. It's such a good Chinese place. It is my favorite. But yeah, so happy you guys got to come along with me on some of my bookish errands today. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!